Commissioners meeting for August the 18th. We are broadcasting live via Microsoft Teams live event and also on BCTV as well as Facebook and YouTube Live. At this time, we'll begin with a moment of silence followed by a pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll begin this morning with one of our regular presentations from the Reading Area Community College. We are the sole sponsor for the Reading Area Community College. Normally we have Dr. Looney presenting. Today we have Dr. Stacia Visgarda. Am I saying it right?
You are.
Visgarda, Dean of the Health Professions. Very glad to have you and look forward to what you have to present.
Well, thank you. It's a joy to be here today, so thank you. First, let me begin by saying that my philosophy is that success is never one person. It's through the caring, the compassion, and the mentoring of others that our students are successful. So with that in mind, I want to say thank you for your ongoing support to RAC and its mission. When I thought about today, I thought, how do I want to present? And what I'd like to do is just to first begin with community colleges in general and then come back to RAC. All right. So with that in mind, community colleges make up about half of all undergraduate students enrolled in colleges. So that's a very significant number. We know that about 60% of community college students are what are considered non-traditional. The average age of a community college student is 28 years old. We know that about 17% are single parents. We know that roughly 40% of those students are the first family member to attend college. So very significant numbers for a community college. We know that 61% will live within 50 miles of the community college. And we know that graduates of community colleges will stay within their community, a high majority of them. And we could attest that with RAC because we survey our students in health professions after, so we know that they're staying within our community. And that's great for the economics and for the workforce within our community. We are all about developing workforce solutions for our community. We are the community's college, and RAC is all about hope, excellence, accessibility, and opportunity. When we talk about RAC, and coming back to RAC specifically, RAC is one of only two Hispanic serving institutions in the state. If you are a Hispanic serving institution, that means that at least 25% of your student population that are enrolled must be Hispanic. At RAC, that number is 40%, higher nationally than the national number. So when I go back to hope, opportunity, and accessibility, when we look at the opportunity that RAC gives to this community, we know that typically a state tuition or private college tuition is 3 to 4 times more costly than a community college. So we know that RAC here in this community provides value and quality that normally a student may not be able to have access to higher education. So with that being said, we look at cost, we look at quality, and we look at value. The health professions division at Reading Area Community College offers 2-year degrees. We offer a registered nursing degree. We offer a respiratory tech degree. We also offer a medical lab technician degree. That degree is those individuals who are in the back who provide a type and cross for trauma, who run CBCs and chemistries. We also just began a histotechnician program. That program is that person again in the background that performs biopsies, looks at tissue samples. And we also have a 1-year practical nursing program. So they are 2-year degrees. But however, RAC is very in tune to the community. And with that, we also have short-term career programs. The goal is to get people out, give them hope, give them what they need, give them what they want, And so we also have career programs. Those career programs run anywhere from just a few weeks to a few months to under a year. They're phlebotomists. We just began a pharmacy technician program. We also have medical transcription, and we also have a dental assistant program. So when healthcare institutions in the area come to us and say, we have a need in this area, can you develop a program for us? We have done that very successfully in a short amount of time. So I'm very proud of that. When just knowing that up until 2026, there is an 18% growth in the need for healthcare workers. I'm sure that everyone has seen the billboards that they're offering $15,000 or more for an RN sign-on bonus. Where we are at right now in healthcare programs is we can't accept all the students who apply. We have 70 students who will apply to the nursing program. That is out of hundreds of students who apply. So, we're looking forward to renovating our White's Hall to make it more efficient so we could bring more students in. I am so proud to say that we have applied to the Pennsylvania State Board of Nursing to offer an evening nursing program. We believe that we will be given the okay to start that in the fall of 2023. What does that mean? That means that we will bring 24 to 26 to even 30 students in at nighttime, and we will be the only full-time nursing evening program in the county. And that's very good for working parents and individuals who have obligations during the daytime. Well, I'd like to end with this. When I had mentioned about community colleges and how impactful they are and how they give hope and they give opportunity and value, I am one of those people. In 1982 and 1983, I attended RAC, and I loved RAC. I had taken my bios and my English comps, and I went on. And after that, I obtained 2 masters and a PhD. I can stand here, and I am one of those students who was a non-traditional student. I had gone back to school, but if it were not for the education and the mentoring that I received at RAC, like I started, success is never one person, and it was because of the community college. So I thank you for your kindness and your generosity, and for what you give to RAC and making a difference. So thank you for letting me present to you today.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Thank you so much. You answered one of them was the waiting list for students. So I was curious how full the classes were. Now, the renovations plan for White's Hall, is that going to expand your ability to take in more students or make it a better experience?
Both.
Okay.
Both. And that's the exciting part, because when we pull in more students, we need clinical sites. So we need, say, Tower Health, Penn State to offer clinical sites. One of the areas that this will help with would be technology and simulation. And simulation is beautiful because you bring students in, you give them case studies, and they operate in a very safe environment. And that's what White's Hall will give us: expansion, able to bring more students in. We want every student to reach their dream. Sure. And it is heartbreaking to know that, we're limited at this time, but the hope is, the goal is that we will not eventually, and we could give everyone hope.
Wonderful.
Very good. Thank you. I think it's quite timely. We just received, I think last week, the most recent employment data for Berks County. The number one job category is manufacturing, and as of June, that was at 30,700. But number two is healthcare and social assistance at 27,200. And it's really great to see RAC playing a role in that category. Now, interestingly enough, you're focused on healthcare. RAC is also very involved with the Megatronics program on the manufacturing side. And that is the essence of RAC. They are a responsive, community-based organization that responds to the needs of the business community, but also responds to our citizens and those that are looking for a great education, that is affordable. And affordability today, when you talk about higher ed, is a completely different ballgame than when we were in college or university. It's much, much harder to do what I did. I worked my tail off during the summer in construction and was able to have enough money at the end of the summer to pay for my tuition, room, and board. There are very few schools that are that affordable today, but RAC is one of them.
Majority of our students do work either part-time or full-time, and but it allows a person who has a family, who has other obligations, to be able to reach their dream and make it affordable, make it within reach. And you know, to go back to the White's Pavilion, that will allow us to expand programs. We know that we've been asked to develop a surgical technology program. We know the needs of mental health in the area. We'll expand and we'll develop mental health programs. So again, very in tune to the community. We can develop those programs rather quickly. So that's our goal. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad that RAC's able to see what the need of our local community is and be able to address that in a quick manner and be able to meet those needs. Also, the great thing about RAC is the certificate programs, because you have people that can go take weeks, a few months, maybe up to a year, go out and work, and then if they want to progress into health environment, they can do that while they're working, rather than having to take on $30, $40, $100, $150,000 in student loans to do everything all at one time. So it's a great opportunity for people to get started and to further their career as well. And I know Dr. Looney is aware, but Barbara, my executive assistant, she graduated from RAC, so not the medical field, but in business. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Looney.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Moving on with our agenda, are there any additions or corrections for the August 11th Commissioner meeting minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. I do want to note we had two executive sessions, one yesterday dealing with litigation, another one this morning dealing with personnel and litigation. At this time, I'd like to recognize Jesse Blauser, Commissioner Barnhart's executive assistant.
Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by the limitations of the platform being used: Teams Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Thank you very much, Jesse. I don't see any public comment online on specific agenda items, and there was no one that signed up beforehand. Moving to item 1, authorizing. Under that, Budget Department, adopt a resolution authorizing 2022 budget transfers in the amount of $381,882 and 2022 appropriations in the amount of $413,145 per listing dated August the 12th of 2022. There are a number of items listed under the Commissioners. Item A, adopt a resolution authorizing Pamela Seaman, Administrator for Berks County MHDD Program, to execute the agreement with Teresa Weaver, Registered Therapy Pet Handler, for the use of therapy dogs to assist with emergency behavioral health team responses. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing a letter of support to the PA Department of Community and Economic Development for Chester County Economic Development Council application for State Small Business Credit Initiative funding, which will be used to create the Pennsylvania Catalyst Fund, a regional revolving loan fund that will serve growing businesses in Berks County, Chester, Cumberland, Dauphin, Delaware, and Perry counties. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the agreement between the County of Berks and the Berks County Industrial Development Authority to assist the Reading Historic Properties LP with funding and other assistance for the development of the Trexler Mansion. Item D, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the certification of use of funds for the National Opioid Settlement Funds. Item E, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute a right-of-way agreement between UGI Utilities, Inc. and the County of Berks to allow UGI to install an 8-inch underground gas main on county-owned property on the shoulder adjacent to approximately 1.2 miles of County Welfare Road in Bern Township, Berks County. Item 2, a motion to authorize execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the attached listing dated August the 15th of 2022. There are a total of 9 contracts. There are 3 with the Area Agency on Aging. There's 1 with assessment, 1 with Berksheim, 3 with Children and Youth Services, and 1 with Parks and Rec. And then item 3, a motion to authorize execution of the payments and electronic transfers as set forth on the Controller's Office voucher listing dated August the 18th of 2022.
Motion to approve the agenda is presented.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Just to comment on 281.2022 item D, the money from the opioid settlement. I want to commend Stan Papademetrio, the executive director of Grca, for putting together quite a comprehensive plan for existing programs and creating programs moving forward as the settlement money comes in over the next 18 years. I think it's a very comprehensive plan and will really help to shape the future here in battling this horrible disease.
Thank you very much. Any other comments? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. With that, we'll move to reports of our treasurer. We have Linda Weaver sitting in for our treasurer, Dennis Adams. Linda Weaver.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have an opening balance of $242,804,600.57. We have a balance to clear of $4,092,297.34, leaving us with a balance of $238,712,303.23.
Thank you very much, Linda. We'll move now to our county controller, Sandy Graffius, with the controller's report. Sandy.
Our total accounts payable is $9,469,198.32. We have a payroll this week of $4,627,384.84 for a grand total of $14,096,583.16. The end.
Thank you very much, Sandy. We'll move now to Ron Seaman, our Chief Administrative Officer.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'd just like to call attention to a program being held this evening at the Heritage Center. It's a presentation by Albright College professor Dr. Karen Campbell, and there's also a very extensive article in today's Reading Eagle concerning this. It's the return of the bats to the Wirtz Red Bridge. Dr. Campbell has been studying bats at this location since 1990 and has done some extensive research. And the return is as a result of repopulation following the white nose disease that bats have been plagued with for the last couple of years. So it's a free event. open to the general public, and again begins at 7 p.m. at the Berks County Heritage Center. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we'll move now to commissioners' comments, and we'll begin with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Just a few things here. Earlier this week on Monday, had the opportunity to tour the Berks Nature, the Nature Place, and they have the new event space there, which is called the Rookery, and a rooftop patio, which is very nice. But the important thing there that really caught my attention is they have a preschool, and it's focused on outdoor activities for kids. And there's also an outdoor play area for children there where they can play in the dirt and with rocks and sticks and everything, and insects, everything that has to do with nature. It's great what they've done with that area there, which was a flood zone before. And they've really reshaped that area to be an important part of our ecology here in Berks County. So to learn more about Berks Nature, you can go to berksnature.org. Again, berksnature.org. Learn more about them. You can go visit their facilities there as well. As I said, it is open to the public. It's a great opportunity to learn more about nature here in Berks County. Also want to congratulate Len Carmen, who retired after a 40-plus year career in broadcasting. Of those 40-plus years, he spent the last 24 and a half years here in WEEU, reporting on local news, covering events, and interviewing community leaders. I was there various times with interviews. I know my colleagues have as well. So just want to wish Len Carmen the best in his retirement, and that he may have the health to be able to enjoy it. A few other events coming up as well is tonight there is a dairy twilight tour and farm safety event at the Beal Family Farm. That's in Kutztown, in Corner View Dairy, 1028 Baldy Road in Kutztown. It's today from 6 to 9 p.m. And this is an event put on in conjunction with Penn State Extension and the Berks County Department of Agriculture. And Fleetwood Fire Company will be there to showcase its new grain rescue equipment. There will be also farm safety displays and a time to socialize over ice cream. And it's open to everyone. No registration is required. Again, tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. at Corner View Dairy, 1028 Baldy Road in Kutztown. Also, this Saturday is the groundbreaking of the new Mackey Field for the Boyertown Midget Baseball League. It's a great opportunity. So if you are in the Boyertown area or nearby and want to drop by on Saturday at 2, it's 417 Madison Street in Boyertown. And it's part of what the county grants are doing. In part, it's to fund this project. So it's a great opportunity. Sports are always good for youth and kids to keep them off the streets. Also, Hope Rescue Mission will have a groundbreaking for their Lighthouse project on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 9 a.m. That's also a project that's much needed here in the area. It's a place for women and children, for homeless women and children. There's nothing like that in the area. We have for women, we have for children, but there's nothing where women with their children can stay together. So I'm really looking forward to this opportunity and the benefit that it will bring to our county. And one last announcement is the annual Berks County Latino Chamber Night Out will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. at First Energy Stadium. There will be fireworks, and my wife will be one of the ones throwing the first pitch. So that will be very interesting to see tomorrow evening. So if you're available, tomorrow at 7 p.m. at First Energy Stadium. Thank you.
Will she do better than you?
Probably, but
That's a loaded question.
I will keep my comments there based on the GRCA event we had last Thursday, but I'll leave it at that.
That was kind because he beat me.
I didn't want to say anything. But
We'll have more information on that coming up. Commissioner Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Two items of interest for my colleagues as well as the public. We started our public outreach efforts for the Berks County Correctional Facility plans, explaining the why for a new facility. So I was joined by Beth Babette Macy from CGL, Stephanie Weaver, our public information officer, and Jesse Blauser, my assistant. We went to the Hope Rescue Mission, had a very impactful hour-and-a-half meeting there, which included a former inmate of the Berks County Jail, and was very insightful. He was in 2018 for about 11 months and is now in recovery, as well as an employee of the mission. So it was very impactful to hear his comments regarding the existing jail and what he believes should be incorporated into the new facility. We also met with the Berks County Community Foundation, an extensive meeting with them. So it was really, it's our in-person meetings at this point. We're also doing some virtual if necessary, providing a lot of information, written information to the public if they so desire, as well as our active website. And we're planning on town hall, at least one town hall in September for the general public to attend. So we are hitting a lot of the groups out there, probably be well over 100 till we're done. But we want to make sure everyone's keenly aware of the critical need for a new correctional facility. And last but not least, we had our second elections communication meeting, and we are continuing to look for more effective methods of communication going out from election services and coming in from our poll workers and the general public. So we will have a status update shortly on our recommendations. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Every item I have on my list already has been covered by Commissioner Rivera, so I'll say Berks Nature Tour was great, ditto. I was also over at WEU for Len Carmen's retirement program with Bill Saunders. I believe that was last Friday. That was a great time. Len Carmen, I asked him on air, I said, Len, I've never seen you angry. It's just kind of real even keel. And he pointed out that I've also never seen him get upset at his computer. He said that's the one thing that he has gotten upset at on a consistent basis. This Saturday, I also will be in Boyertown at the Mackey Fields dedication. On Tuesday, I will be at Hope Rescue Mission for the Lighthouse groundbreaking. It's not a traditional groundbreaking in that the building already exists. The Hope Outlet is being renovated to become the Lighthouse project. And I do believe Opportunity House has some area for mothers with children, but it's a very small area. And there shockingly are a number of times where we have women and children that have no place to go. So this is an important development. Now, as far as setting the record straight on the GRCA Home Run Derby, first of all the participants, there were no home runs. So I'm not exactly how you call something a home run derby when there are no home runs. And GRCA kind of knew that was the case because you even got a point for a foul ball. So I had not batted in a couple of years, so I set up to go over early so I could get some batting practice. My executive assistant made sure that Commissioner Rivera knew about it. Commissioner Barnhart chose not to participate. I would conclude that I'm a better coach than I am a batter. I did well. I got 101 points. I think you got 110. 106. I was even giving you benefit of the doubt. However, if you hadn't experienced the batting cage and the coaching, where do you think you would have ended up?
Well, actually, I do have to, but I need to thank Anne Marie because it was actually Anne Marie the one who let Barbara know about the batting cage, not my colleague, Commissioner Leinbach. But yes, in the batting cage, I think I initially was 0 out of 15 hitting the ball until Scott Hunsinger put one of those, I guess, like a stick.
Don't even tell them that.
Where you put the ball on.
It's called T-ball.
The T-ball.
T-ball.
So through T-ball, I was able to start hitting the ball.
No,
not the competition.
Helping him with practice.
But yes, Commissioner Leinbach did coach me and to being able to at least get 106 points at the in the home run derby in the contest. So,
and seriously, I was proud of him. When he started out, I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to really, his ego is going to take a
I
hit.
thought, oh my goodness, as
And
well.
I know he was thinking the same thing, but it can be done. But batting practice does make a difference.
It does.
It looks like it's something, I've done it all my life. And I also am a little bit older than you,
Okay.
like about 13 years older.
No, 10.
63? 10? You're 53?
No, 52, so 11.
11.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. I encourage GRCA to keep doing their annual event. It supports our Reading Fightin' Phils, but it also is a fantastic venue for picnic, networking, and the like. So, and all three of us were there for the event. We had a great time. So,
I'm a pitcher, not a batter.
I thought you said you were a lover, not a batter.
Well,
I think you told
knew
us
we were
that
on
night.
television. so I
That's what he
didn't
said on
say that.
Friday, yeah.
He did say that. So, with that, we'll see if any of our row officers have any comments. No comments from our row officers. We have no one. Yeah, there's one question here I'm bringing up, but there's no one in person. And Jesse Blauser, would you read the comment?
Michelle Raymond Carnarvon, are the election board meetings taped?
And the answer is they are not. They are available in person and also on Microsoft Teams live event. They're not taped. And technically, none of our meetings are taped. The commissioners' meeting is on Microsoft Teams live event. The feed is picked up by BCTV, so you can watch it either live on BCTV or you can watch it on their YouTube channel at any time. And then we also broadcast the commissioners' meeting on Facebook and YouTube live. But that is the only one that we do that. I think that's all. No other comments?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
The meeting stands adjourned.